Hi everyone! So I finally had time to make this review video. I planned to make it sooner, but life got in the way, work got in the way, and I really just wanted to know or do more research on the songs before I put this out. So finally I've done as much research as I could, and here you have me. So yeah, let's get started. So forgive me, I really don't do video reviews, so I have some notes with me just so I don't get off track. So for this one, if you watched my previous video, I did say that I intended to make a review for Shuukan, Umaku, Youbi, which is Johnny West's 15th single. And for this video, I have decided to do a review of the songs included in all editions, plus the making of the music video of Shuukan, Umaku, Youbi, the music video itself, and the lyric video to Chameleon, which is one of the songs included in the single. The limited edition B also includes the director's cut for the Dream Island concert, which West did early August of 2020. However, I do feel that it deserves a video of its own, so that will be in hopefully another review video. So let's get started. So for Shuukan, Umaku, Youbi, it's, as I mentioned in the previous video, it's the A side for this single, and it is the theme song for Geki Karado, which is a TV Tokyo drama starring Kiriyama Akito. The song essentially was composed by Yamaguchi Takashi of Sambo Master, and the arrangement was done by Haje, which Aho is one of, probably if you've listened to enough Johnny songs, you would have seen his name more than a few times. For West, he's done the arrangement for Paripipo Anthem and Mambo de West. I forgot to mention, Yamaguchi Takashi has written a song just for one other Johnny's group, which is Kanjani It. So at least in the realm of Johnny's songs, he doesn't do as much songs for Johnny's as other composers probably do. But I guess it's a testament to the kind of music that Kanjani 8 and West both are suited for, which is like a rock band kind of sound. So there you go. So some facts about the song: it was born because Sambo Master and Johnny's West got to star, or rather got to be in the same episode of CDTV Live. Even Johnny's West says that if that collaboration, or rather if they didn't meet in that show, this song would not have been born in the first place. So they are grateful to TBS for having them on the same slot, and because of that, they actually collaborated for the song in a more recent episode of CDTV Live. So that was pretty awesome. So Sambo Master got to play the instruments for the song while West sang in their usual passionate manner, especially for this song. So it's a really, for me, it didn't grow, or rather it didn't catch my attention at first, because I guess I was getting used to West having a new sound compared to their previous singles. Although they've done rock music before with Shoko especially, this was kind of newer territory, I guess, with especially the brass instruments peppered into a good portion of the song. So it was new to me, but it wasn't unwelcome. It was just something that I needed to get more used to. But with the song's positive message of days being like smooth sailing and every day being, something, to look forward to, I think it's a song that can really uplift someone's mood, especially with the kind of melody it has. It's just very energetic, and it very suits West's level of passion and energy basically. So I'm really glad that Sambo Master was able to make a song that matches the energy level of West, and something that West was able to interpret really well. Because one notable thing about this song is that it has no bridge. Like, you have the A melody, the Mi melody, and then the chorus, and then that's it. You just repeat. So Non-chan mentioned this in the making of video. It seems kind of short for a song, but I agree with his assessment that despite, or maybe because of its length, the song just hits that more powerfully. So I really think it's a very good it's a very fitting A-side for a group like Johnny's West. So there you go. So we go next to one of the B-sides, Chameleon. The lyric video for this was released in the J-Storm channel. So the song is produced by Jazin Park. So the music, the arrangement, the lyrics were all done by one or both members of Jazin Park. At least for the past 3 releases of West, they were responsible for all the A-sides. So that's Big Shot, Double Trouble, which is their most recent album, and Shoko. So I find it impressive that Jazin Park was able to make so many different songs for West with varying degrees of energy of the genre, and yet West was able, at least for me, this may be my bias speaking, but at least for me, I think West is able to interpret so many kind of songs really well, and I think that shows in the different moods that they're able to evoke with the songs made by the same composer. So what's interesting about Chameleon, as I mentioned before, it has the most number of YouTube views so far for West's videos on the J-Storm channel. I guess because the song is quite easy to listen to. The jazzy piano really hits hard despite its simplicity, I guess. And one thing that really drew me into this song at the first listen, even before I bought the single, was their vocals. It really showcases the ranges of their vocals quite well, and I think the song just the vocals, like, I just can't help but keep on listening to how the vocals match the arrangement quite well. What's interesting about this song, apart from all the vocals and the arrangement, is how the lyrics are very real, and it's too real. Like, it's not the very positive everything will get better or everything is wonderful kind of lyrics that people would expect from a lot of Johnny songs. On the contrary, a lot of it is like an admonition of how society just focuses on the positive things, and how people can't, like, how we can't show our true self, especially when we're frustrated, because people expect us to, or people expect just positivity in life. But it's really, I think it's just interesting that they got to write the song for West, and West was able to convey all the emotions so well. And I just wish there was more of it, actually. Yeah, so in terms, I'm not surprised that it got more listens or views compared to the A side, if only because it's a new sound. I think for West it's like uncharted territory. It's not quite rock. It's like jazz, but I can't really like describe. I cannot describe genre accurately, but either way, West is just on a roll with this song, and I really think that this is one of the best songs that has been given to them. So kudos to Jasin Park. You guys have done a great job highlighting West's skills and West's vocals and creating all these amazing songs with amazing arrangements. So way to go. So I traveled on too long for that, and so I'll move on to the next song. It's called Yonen na Nakagetsu, or 4 years 7 months. So the music and lyrics were worked on by Iehara Masaki and Yuki Kokubo. Yuki Kokubo has worked with West. I forgot to note if Iehara Masaki has done so, but Yuki Kokubo has worked on lyrics and music for Para Para Chahan, Chaonin, and Bare Barentine, which are some of your more fun West songs. So it was interesting to know that he was the one who worked on those, because Yonen na Nakagetsu is such a far cry from those kind of songs. It's a very slow tempo song, and it's a love story basically. What I find interesting about the arrangement for this song is that it sounds like a typical K-pop slow song. Not in a bad way, it's just very similar to what I probably hear from like B2B, which is like there's singing and then suddenly there's a rap part inserted. They sing rap and then sing rap again. It threw me off the first time I listened to it. It made my sister chuckle because she's the K-pop fan, and you know, hearing this from Johnny's West, it made us think, are they gonna have a Korean version of this? Don't take this as an insult. We're just having fun because West has had songs from Korean producers, or rather producers who have worked with K-pop artists. Actually, even for both of these producers, they have worked with K-pop groups such as GOT7 and 2PM. So I'm guessing they felt that that style would suit West as well. So this was the kind of song given to West. So I mean, not complaining. It's quite a good song. I like a good love song, and this is definitely on my repeat list. I like how it's Hama-chan who sings the last line, "You're my everything," and his English lessons are benefiting him whenever he sings English lines in West songs because the pronunciation is that much clearer. It's a really nice song. If you want something slow and something, I think it's somewhat unconventional for Johnny songs with the song rap kind of arrangement. It's not just like song and then rap and then the rest is song. It's like song rap. So if you're into that kind of song, this is highly recommended for you. So next is the B-sides for the limited edition B. First off would be Oi Shigoto, written by Shigeo Kadaiki. Sorry, Shige. So Shige has a knack for writing songs that aren't quite how do I say this? They're not quite similar to this like happy or like very messy image he portrays on TV, like just very loud. Shigeo Kadaiki, his songs aren't quite like that, at least prior to this single. With this one, it's more fun compared to, for example, Machigat Chainai or To You. So it's a lot more fun, but the lyrics are very relatable. It's about, although I haven't like made a like full interpretation of the lyrics, whenever I listen to this song, it's always the Yasumi Chodai, or give me a break or a vacation, and the Nasakit Chodai, which is please have pity on me. So as someone who works in an organization, it's very relatable. The song has been taunting me by playing itself when my work shift is almost over. So yeah, probably the most relatable song I've heard in quite some time. So there. But it's a very fun song to listen to. I definitely play this in karaoke or say this in karaoke when everything gets better and it becomes available in the karaoke places I go to. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to singing this in karaoke and belting out each line like I mean it so much. Okay. So next would be in the same edition, you have Candy Shop. The lyrics were written by Komi Kobayashi, who also wrote Believer, Kiza Daraki no Ai, and YSSB. The music is both by Jimmy Clayson, who has made the music of songs for Katun and Yamashita Tomohisa, and also Kawaguchi Susumu, who also made the music for Kizudarake no Ai and Ame no Chihare. Now, this song is your typical sensual song, like it's basically two people spending the night together kind of song. Personally, I am not a fan, or rather, I'm not as comfortable with those kind of songs. It's really just a personal preference. Nothing against those who really like these kind of songs. It's just me. I am more into either inspirational songs or like realistic like chameleon kind of songs. It takes a lot, or rather, it would take a lot for me to actually get hooked into this kind of song. Like for example, with YSSB, I'm really hooked to YSSB because the beats are sick. Like, I can't help but dance to it. Like, I just try to tune out the lyrics and, just try to dance to it. With this one though, and again, this is just a personal preference, it's not something that I would deliberately play. If I hear it, I'll probably skip it, but I don't mind having it on my background music. If I'm just zoning out and I'm just listening to like white noise, this would make for good white noise for me anyway. But I guess this is also a testament to the kind, or rather the variety of genres that West can tackle successfully. So I know of people who like this song, so I mean, that's your cup of coffee. This isn't quite my cup of coffee, but it's not because the song is bad. It's just not my preference. So there. Next, so we go on to the regular edition, which has 3 B-sides. First is Gingake, or Milky Way Galaxy. The music and lyrics were worked on by Mila Shinji, and the arrangement is by Shingo Kubota of Jazin Park. When I first listened to this song, I just felt it was like an upbeat rock song. I listened to like all the references of "You're Not Alone." We all shine bright because the Milky Way reference. We all shine bright like stars. That's the impression I got. But as I read the lyrics more, I was very intrigued at the last part because they mentioned 2 names, Giovanni and Campanella. So I researched on what this could possibly mean, and I found that the last part of the song actually references a fantasy novel from the 1920s. The English title is Night on the Galactic Railroad, and it's written by Miyazawa Kenji. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. I'll just link the story and the description, but essentially, there comes a point in the novel where Giovanni and Campanella actually part ways after they travel through the galaxy. So, the song is actually a lot sadder than I initially thought it was. The music is very upbeat, and as I said, the lyrics seem like, even in the future, you're not gonna be alone. Like, will continue shining brightly. But then you have this undertone of parting. So, I think it's just a testament to how good the lyricist is, because you managed to insert a reference from a fantasy novel and then try to, just give that song, it just gives that song a whole new, undertone to it. So, I think the song suddenly became one of my favorites after researching because the lyrical genius is just something else. So, it is, if you don't listen to the lyrics, it's a very good song. If you listen to the lyrics, it's still a very good song. Although the feel is so different once you know what the song actually means. So I would still recommend this. It's still gonna hype you up whenever you know you need to feel not alone. But yeah, once you read the story, you might feel about the song differently, as I did. But I'll still listen to this song because I'm a masochist like that. Okay, so next is Change Your Mind with lyrics by Tanaka Hiroki of Lego Big World and music by Sakai Kazuki of Flumpool. So with Tanaka Hiroki, he has written lyrics for ABCZ and Sexy Zone, but I think, or at least based on my research, it's his first foray for Johnny's West. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the arrangement was made by Ikuta Machine, for who also made Eyanke. So it's your typical motivational song. The reason why it's called Change Your Mind is like the lyrics, at least from my understanding of it, it's like trying to change your perspective about things and trying to make it more positive, or rather look things at a more positive light. So it's a good, for me, it's not as remarkable as the other ones, but it's just because the other ones are just that more remarkable. But it's still a very good song. It's a very good listen when you just want to. It's kind of anthemic, slightly anthemic in a way. So if you just want to have that boost, a little like light boost of energy, this is a good song to listen to. So yeah. Lastly, it's Wow Wow Wonderful, which is the theme song for Papa Johnny West. So it's produced by the team of Ichika Haje again. So this team did Zipangu Okini Daisaksen and Colorful Magic, also Johnny's West songs. Because it is for a show where West supports children for a day, the lyrics are very bright, they're very cheery, they're very positive, and the arrangement is also such. The lyrics are actually quite cute. And what I find interesting about the lyrics is that they make use of the syllable wa to, different, as with Japanese, wa can mean many things depending on how it's written. So in this case, they actually, or at least from what I saw in the lyrics, although they all wrote wa in Roman letters, they actually used wa in 3 ways. So at least from what I observed, first is wa as in the particle that designates a subject. So the other one is wa as in ring. So Youbi wa, for example. So the wa in Youbi wa, which is the ring for a finger. So the wa there, they also used it, but they just wrote it as wa, as in Roman letters. And then the last one is the wa in, when you write wonderful in katakana, the one is written as one. So wa, So that's also another use of syllable wa. So found it interesting that Wow Wow Wonderful, it's written in Romaji, but they used wa in different ways throughout the song. So that's pretty cool from a lyrical standpoint. This song, I noticed there are a lot of falsettos in this song. I guess to match that bright cheery mood, there are a lot of high notes in the song. And everyone does a falsetto, but I think the most noticeable one for me was Kami-chan's so high. So Tobita, I think it's the Tobita-to part. So I'm not gonna sing that anywhere. I'm sorry for my attempt, but that's how it goes. It's quite high. So I don't know if they'll ever perform this live. I think that's my worry because the tone is so high. I don't know if they'll be able to sustain that despite the good singers that Johnny's West are. There are just some notes that are just so high. So if they sing this live, I do think they have to take note of the falsettos. Sure, quite a lot of it, I think, throughout the song. So there, that's it for the songs, and then now I'll talk about the videos. One thing that's remarkable about West's videos for this one is that the cinematography is a lot better than their previous music videos. Like, someone finally gave Johnny's West some money to splurge on music videos. So I think it's interesting that they're finally getting better quality videos. So for Shuukan, Umaku, Youbi, what I appreciated was it. I think it has been a while since they portrayed like different characters. So there's Shige as a fish market vendor, there's Junta and Ryusei as those working in the construction site, there's Kami-chan and Non-chan in as apprentice chefs, and then Akito as a mechanic, and then Hama-chan as a taxi driver. So I'll link the video again in the description below, but it's just fun. The video is, as you most of the videos actually what you already see on YouTube, but the making of, however, was, as always, it was very fun. I like how they added a break time in between. For example, I don't know if it was done in between filming or after filming, but it showed West in an arcade center trying their hand on a crane machine to catch this big fish stuffed toy, tuna actually. So it's just fun seeing West being like kids and trying their best to catch the damn tuna, and it takes them a while. It takes them a while before they're able to actually get it. Oh, I do remember now. I think the fish was caught. The fish stuffed toy was caught before filming the day ended, because they brought that to the final filming set for the day, which was the one in the marine green jackets. So if you watch the making of, it's really just was having a lot of fun, as they always do, especially with a song like Shuukan, Umaku, Youbi. I think was just like all out, did wild things in the filming of, especially the part where they were with a band, like Shige and Kami-chan just jumping off stage while everyone else is singing, and then all the synchronized hand movements were actually just very impromptu. So it feels very organic, and I really like how West is just able to pull that organic feel of fun and energy and liveliness, and it's just such a joy to watch. So as usual, a plus making of video. It's very fun and something that I probably watch whenever I need a pick me up. So one other thing that I will talk about is the lyric video for Chameleon. So as what I expected, the song is longer than the lyric video. What I did not expect was that the lyric video in YouTube would be the same video that was included in the CD. I thought the actual lyric video would be longer, but no, that's it. And although I'm not complaining per se, I felt a bit shortchanged. I don't know. I guess because the actual song is longer, I kind of expected that the video would have all the lyrics with it, but well, I guess that's not meant to be. But it's still a very fun lyric video. I still keep on watching the one on YouTube whenever I could, because it's really a fun song. Not fun song. It's a good song. The Chameleon is a very good song, and as I said earlier, their vocals are just on point. I forgot to mention that I will also touch a bit on the inclusion in the regular edition, which is a 20+ minute video of Johnny's West trying to eat spicy food and trying to fool others if the curry they're eating is spicy or not. So it was fun seeing each member try to fool the others into saying or deciding whether they actually ate something spicy or not. It's, you know, West has such good camaraderie that these making of videos, you know, just really show how close they are, how they have fun with each other, and you know how well they get along with the staff also. So I think what makes all these inclusions worth buying is that you really get to have fun while watching Johnny's West. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll hopefully have a video of my review of the director's cut for Dream Island up sometime next week. So for now, I'd like to read your comments on what you like about the Shuukan Umaku Ikyobi single, what what you feel they, or rather your favorites, your not so favorites, anything goes. So just leave a comment in the comment box and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.